Good afternoon. My name's Chris Brown. I'm a consultant to Morgans Financial. I'm here at the Noosa Mining Conference 2016 with Richard Seville, the Managing Director of Orocobre. Richard, you've just finished giving a presentation in the main auditorium of the conference, and you started off by saying that this is the end of a 9-year journey for Orocobre since you started. Perhaps I'd like to ask you a few questions, initially about the company, its operations, secondly perhaps about the commodity market that you're in, sure, and then maybe Argentina, and maybe financial things after that. But firstly, Orocobre, can you give us a little bit of the history and where you are with the project now?
Yeah, the company was founded by a group of Brisbane people. Neil Stewart was the main driver back in those days, and he asked me to get involved in mid-2007. So we floated it, 25% IPO. What are we now? About 20 times that amount. And if you look at our share price accretion, it really reflects the milestones of the project, with a few little dips along the way. So it's been a journey all the way through first pitting program, scoping studies, feasibility studies, permitting, and then into the challenges of production. Challenges of commissioning, building things, and production. But we're here, and we're running now at about 80% of design capacity.
And design capacity is how much, and what are you producing?
17,500 tonnes per annum is the design capacity. We're producing a high quality product, or a few different products actually. This is lithium carbonate, battery grade lithium carbonate, and the sales prices we're getting at the moment are plus $10,000 a tonne. That's what we're expecting for this current quarter, FOB basis, for the project in Argentina.
And you say you're at about 80% of production capacity.
Yep.
What's your current cost base, and where do you think you're going to get to with your costs?
Okay, so yes, we're going to do about 3,300 to 3,600 tonnes this quarter. We'll be running at less than $3,500 a tonne. That's what we've done in the past. And our target over the next 12 months is to bring those operating costs down to less than $2,500 a tonne. Just want to put that into context. Even at $3,500 a tonne, we'd have a much lower operating cost than any hard rock producer. So this is brine. It's taken the lithium out of water, and that really is a long way down the cost train compared to, I say, a hard rock deposit.
You mentioned hard rock lithium producers. They produce a lithium concentrate, lithium oxide, about 5 or 6%. They then have that converted to lithium carbonate equivalent, which I think costs probably not much different from what your cost of lithium carbonate is. Is that a fair comment?
It's a reasonable comment, a little bit less, but exactly right. It's exactly the right kind of story. So they produce the concentrate, put it on, and the best, I should say, one of the world's biggest producers is a hard rock producer, which is Talison in Western Australia, the old Greenbushes mine, now owned by Albemarle and Shangxi. So that concentrate goes across to China, gets converted and sold into the market as refined chemicals, or it could be added directly to glass and ceramics manufacture.
You're actually operating in a joint venture with Toyota Tsusho, aren't you? And you say your nameplate now is about 17,500. Are you looking to take advantage of what appears to be a tightening lithium carbonate market? And could you perhaps talk about that?
Yeah, absolutely, Chris. Yeah, we have our partner, Toyota Tsusho. We signed our original deal with them back in January 2010. It was a real milestone for us to get them pulled in. And with them came JOCMEC, the government entity that guarantees the debt, and also Mizuho, so cheap money from Japan, really. We have a deal with Japan Incorporated. They're really keen to expand this project. People would know the sort of household names of Japanese batteries. Clearly there's a very hungry sector there linking into the EV sector. So this project will grow, and we have started the scoping studies to get the size for the expansion and the product mix. Is it going to be lithium carbonate, lithium hydroxide, or lithium hydroxide? And we should have those results of those studies announced to the back end of September.
And you're operating in Argentina. It has a varied track record in terms of desirability of operation and financial controls and the fiscal regime that you're working in.
Yes.
I won't say political stability, but there have been some issues in the past. What's it like now, and what do you see in the future from here?
Well, under the Kirchners, which is the both husband and wife, that's three consecutive terms, things got tight. Policies became, I don't know, from a different era really, controlling imports, controlling currency. It was a strange place to operate, but we still managed to build our operation and get it operating under that regime. And now it's a different place. It's like operating in, let's say, the normal West. So free movement of capital, export duties were removed, giving us a immediate 5% benefit. Peso devalued, reducing our operating costs, and the current national government's all about attracting investment. So very, very different place. And the people have got tired of the previous way of doing things. So there's a great support there for the current government.
And Richard, you're not just a lithium producer, you also have Borax Argentina. Can you tell us a little bit about that product, where it goes and what the market for that's like at the moment? Right,
I'm just thinking, this is a bit of a switch for me, all right? The borax products, we produce all the refined products, boric acid and the sodium borates. We also produce a lot of minerals. They all go into slightly different markets. Big growth market for us right now is agriculture for minerals. And ceramics is very flat in Brazil. And of course, the insulation fiberglass market, not very strong in South America, but growing in North America. So for us, actually, the trading conditions over the last 18 months have been pretty tough. What I'm so proud about is that our guys over there have managed to get us back EBITDA positive. So this half, even on decreased sales, we're going to be EBITDA positive. And that's because of some really focused work on efficiencies and costs. And that's a great springboard now as the market recovers to take advantage of that. So we've got our competitiveness back, if that's the way to think about it, and we can sell much more broadly. So it's a very interesting business for us. We haven't been able to really focus on this while we've had Orocobre. Now we've got some bandwidth. We can really take this place somewhere, or take this business somewhere. And we've got a big expansion project at Tinkalayu for a big sodium borates business to be developed from that. So again, that should all be studies finished at the back end of December.
And sort of trying to whack you from left field again, environmental, social governance and safety issues. Can you talk a little bit about operating in Argentina, the support or otherwise that you get from provincial and regional governments and safety?
Yes, I'm going to focus on the social responsibility first. When we built Orocobre, we did it in an old-fashioned way. We used our own construction management group, so they were employing a local contracting group, and we employed all local contractors, and it was extremely effective. So that gave an incredible benefit to local communities and local businesses. 60% of the dollars went through local provincial firms, and we had a Bolsa de Trabajo, an employment bureau, to make sure that priority was given to the local people. Good training. We're also running a secondary school education system for these people too. So we've done a really good job in terms of shared value programs.
Well, thanks, Richard. Thanks for the update here, and thanks for presenting at the conference. I think it's been worthwhile. It's been a really interesting conference. I trust you found it useful. Thanks very much.
I've enjoyed it. It's very good.